Hey guys, long time no see. I've been on a pretty long vacation. It was about 3 months. I went back home. Well, not quite home, but close to home. And but now I'm back in at home. And since I've been gone, Black Square, with the help of Just Fly, you buy this on the Just Fly website, published. Actually, they published not only three new Beechcraft Barons. Baron 58 turbo. It's pressurized with the turbo, non-turbo, non-pressurized, and a pressurized no turbo. As far as I know, they not only put those out, but they also put out A36 Bonanza. Sadly, we don't get a V-tail, but they put out the A36 Bonanza, which doesn't have a turbo. Put out the pressurized A36 Tango Charlie Bonanza in their professional lineup, which is pretty realistic. They're all six planes are study level, but I don't know if you guys also noticed, but they put the Bravo 36 turbo prop. It's a turbo prop Bonanza out on the marketplace while I was gone, and I I just had to pick them up because man, they look awesome, and really they don't leave anything to be desired. They're first they put out the Duke and the Turbine. Then they put out the Starship, which was just another step up, and then I think maybe they made a slight step down in quality. Not in quality, but in maybe cool factor. But they definitely increased because in one release they put out six planes. Well, technically there are two groups of planes, but you buy the bundle and it comes out with six planes. For I think it was like around $50. I'm pretty sure. But I didn't even look at the price tag. I mean, it's worth it. They're definitely worth it, and I wanted to take you guys along for a flight. Note, I've never flown. I've flown the Baron in real life, but only for like 20 minutes. no, no, I flew it as pilot in command for about 20 minutes, but I was in the right seat and I flew, as a passenger for the rest of it, just to get a kind of a hold of multi-engine flying. But anyway, enough talk. Let's get in. I don't know which one we're gonna pick, so I'll just shut my eyes and take not educated, but I'll just pick a random one in my mind out of the six. Okay, yeah, let's do the Turbo Tango Charlie. And for each of these, they have their own pretty cool liveries. Now, I don't know if this is a bug in the sim, but when I select the new livery, you can see on the tail, it makes it like a different color. Maybe if you go November 404 Delta Delta, if you go like over here, if you go November 404 Delta Delta, maybe it fix it, but I'm honestly not sure. I haven't really. Oh, it seemed to fix it, maybe? I really like this paint scheme, so we'll go in and look at some of the features. And then we won't do a small flight, I don't think. Maybe we'll just do like a pattern or something. But anyway, we'll go in, obviously, to where I'm based out of, Mike Triple Sierra. We'll go set his departure here. I'll set it as daytime, so you guys can actually see the plane, and I'll get back with you when the sim loads in. Okay, and the plane has been loaded into the sim. It didn't take that long. It took literally maybe 10 seconds. So we're here on the outside. I got the checklist pulled up. So we're going to do the pre-flight inspection. Do a little walk around. Looks like we got a radar dish here. Got the landing gear. Externally, you have shocks on just the main wheels, but if you come over here, I noticed you can apply, if you click the cowl flap, you can apply the engine heater, and it does have its own sound. So let's get rid of the chocks. And in the Baron, this opens. You can open it, and it'll open to the cargo bay up front. So we got a tip tank, which I think you can get rid of. Got the controls there. If you take off the control lock, you can move them by hand, but the controls are locked right now. You can wiggle the flaps a little bit, open both the doors, just like they would be. Come back here to the rudder. And I wasn't actually able to get the textures to work correctly. I'm not really sure why. It's probably just a glitch. Whoa. Teleported us a little bit. Then we're coming around here. And I noticed one thing that's really cool that you can also do in the Starship is you can click the blades and like tick it over, and it actually makes a ticking noise. It's just a little annoying with the engine covers, and you have to click a lot in the correct place to get it to click over. But it's really cool. So we can go back we can go in the cockpit for the first time. For you guys, not the first time for me. Yeah, don't worry about GSX. So we have several options. There's the control unlock. Normally the autopilot would be here, but right now we don't have the autopilot. Or it's right here. So we have the normal options, KX550, the KLN90 if you have it installed, and the GS550, GTN 750. If you have it installed, you could use the TDS GTN XI or the PMS 50 GTN, which supports obviously the PMS 50 Garmin 750 Premium, which I do own. That adds, other stuff. And you have all these options: show copilot from inside, hide a radar pod. So that'll get rid of our radar pod here on the right wing. But I believe it keeps the radar. It keeps the radar display, so I'm sure it'll keep the radar functionality. Enforce toggle tip tanks regardless of type, which obviously gets rid of the tip tanks. I've never seen a Bonanza with tip tanks, and I've seen quite a few Bonanzas, so I'm going to keep them off. Payload, we got the fuel tanks. I think this actually holds more than the other Bonanza, so we'll go full. We have all these options: pod door, cabin door, refuel oxygen, engine, the obvious little engine page, cabin, with working heaters that are all controlled. It's a little confusing where they're controlled by. They're controlled by these knobs right here. So cabin heat, that's basically your temp selector from what I've found. Aft cabin, you want this just always on. Defrost on if you want it. And then over here is the Copilot air. Or actually, no, it's not on this. It's only on the Baron where it's over there. I think it's here, maybe. But yeah, we won't really worry with that because here, where we're at, is quite warm. So let's start with the engine start from cold. Because, well, actually, I don't think it's too cold. It's not that cold. So we're going to go engine start hot. So we need to do before starting checklist, which parking brake set. Parking brake is set. Flaps are up. Avionics breakers all in. Oxygen pressure. I just filled it. Emergency gear handle stowed. Avionics off. Throttle closed. Propeller high RPM. Mixture full rich. Cowl flaps open. Cowl flaps open. Aileron trim centered. Alternate air off. Firewall valve open. It's pull to close. So yes, it's open. Landing gear are down. All subpanel switches off. Load meter on primary. Main breakers are all in. Alternate static air norm. CO detector test. Fuel selector fullest tank. We just filled all our tanks, so I'll leave it on left. Beacon light can come on. Battery master can come on. Everything will tick over and you'll hear things spinning up. like the artificial horizon there. This one won't come on until we have suction, which we don't have suction yet. And it will show right there, our suction gauge. Oh, you guys can't see that. It's, oh my gosh. Yeah, don't worry about my mouse right now. I can actually hide. I'm going to actually hide my mouse really quickly because you guys won't be able to see it. But so if I want to point out anything, you'll just have to look for the blue, or I can also alternatively, I can't use the cursor with my controller. Never mind. So I'll just look really closely at things because how OBS renders, it messes it up. So whatever. Battery master on, bus volts 23 volt minimum. We have 25 volts here. On the right there, we have 25 volts. It's 25.3. Enunciators testing. Consider. I don't actually know how to test the enunciators. Actually, right. Yeah, enunciators test. Okay. We just have a gyro warn because the engine's not on. Firmware alternator on. Standby alternator on. Fuel quantities check. Both are full. Aux fuel pump low. Aux fuel pump low. Aux fuel pump audible. Yes, it's audible. Okay, we'll turn it off. Standby gyro pump on. Standby gyro pump. Okay. So we'll get our things to center. Standby gyro pump and enunciator illuminated. Instrument air green. We're in the green. Gyro pump off. Mixture cut off. Engine start. Propeller high RPM. Aux fuel pump high for 10 to 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mixture full rich. Throttle full open. Aux fuel pump high for 2 to 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. We have fuel pressure. Turn it off. Throttle open half an inch. Right about there. Starter engage. Clear prop. We have cleared prop. And it says engine RPM 1000 to 1500. We're holding steady at about 1000. After starting, oil pressure check green, oil pressure green, oil temperature climbing. Start enunciator extinguish, low voltage enunciator extinguish, alternator load below 25 amps in 2 minutes. Where's our alternator? Oh yeah, it's already under that. Okay, bus volts 28 volts. We should be climbing. We're at basically 27 right now. Lights as required. We'll go taxi lights, nav lights, and avionics on. Turn standby alternator off. Air conditioning as desired. For that, I pulled this up, and that helps me kind of choose what I want to do. So right now, you can see the target in the right side. It says none. That's our target temperature. So if you pull the cabin heat knob, or if you pull that, and then you should see, yeah, here we go. See, now our target's 96. As you pull it out, it gets higher. So I'm going to push it in like 79, 76, 24 Celsius. That's not bad. So then you just light it. You just let it kind of work on that a little bit, and it'll do it itself. Okay, so that is engine started. I'll let her run for a little bit, and then I'll get back to you. We're ready to go. So, okay, we are back in the Bonanza, and I haven't decided whether or not I want to go for a flight with you guys, or if I just want to leave it here, and I'm thinking I'll leave it here and make the flight for another video. It'll come out just after this, like minutes after this one probably. It'll be a little longer. I want to make more short form content. We're already at 15 minutes, so I think I'll cut it here. So, I thank you guys for being here. I thank you guys for watching. And please subscribe and like the video. Bye-bye.